The next pattern we're going to talk about is the singleton pattern. As the name implies, we use this pattern in situations where we want to have only a single instance of a class. As an analogy, think of a washing machine that is shared by multiple residents in an apartment complex. But why do we ever need to have a single instance of a class? Let me show you a real example. So back to our project, let's add a new package called Singleton. Now here we're going to add a class for managing the configuration settings of our application. So let's add a new class called config manager. Now in this class, we need a map or a dictionary for storing our application settings. So private map of string and object, we can call it settings, and we set it to new hash map. So our keys are going to be a string and our values are going to be object instances, right? Now here we need two methods for getting and setting an application setting. So public void set, which takes a key and a value. And here we simply call settings.put and give it the key and the value. We also need a method for getting a setting. So public object get, which takes a key. And here we simply return settings.get key. Pretty straightforward. Now let's use this class in our main method. So I'm going to press Shift, Command, and O on Mac, or if you're on Windows, press Shift, Control, and O, and jump to the main method, okay? So here we're going to create a config manager object. We can say config manager equals new config manager. Now we're going to call set and give it a setting like name. We can set it to Mosh or whatever. Now, what if somewhere else in our application, we create another config manager, we can call it other, and we ask this other config manager for the name setting. So let's print other.getName. Of course, we're not going to get Mosh, we get null because this setting is stored in the first manager object. So this is an example where we need some state or some data stored in a single place. We cannot have multiple places for storing our application settings. This is where we use the singleton pattern. We're going to talk about that next.